back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we have Baseball Highlights 2045. This is the Bases Loaded edition. So this was on Game Found last year, and they essentially took all of the expansions, collected them up into one big box. There is a additional All-Star expansion included with this set. They gave you some dividers and also some other premium stuff here, which the only thing we have right here now to show you is the mats, which are much bigger, I gotta be honest with you, than I was expecting, which is perfectly fine. But there's lots of room here, you know, just like, I don't know, I don't even know what all this space over here is supposed to be for. But you know, here's your essentially your draw pile, your discard pile, the cards in play, the bases where you run your players around on deck, place to put your runners, your score, your pennant, things like that. So anyways, nice big mats to play with. But let's go ahead and dig into this. This is a deck building game where you are playing baseball. Now, it takes place in 2045, which really isn't that far away now, to be honest with you. But there is a mixture of natural players, there's a mixture of robots and cyborgs in the game. It doesn't really make much of a difference who you're playing as, but some cards reference that they play better or worse against those various factions. This version has a reference booklet, so you're going to get all of your, hopefully most of your questions answered for all of the expansions and how they, you know, this basically is the rule book for how to play in general. This one tells you how to incorporate all the various expansions, which is nice that those are separate. And here, this one is stop and go ahead, and this is what they recommend you play for your first game, kind of a step-by-step, you know, don't shuffle the cards type of thing, and they walk you through a game. It can be a little tricky to wrap your head around how this game plays versus a traditional deck builder. So I think that's a good step there to get everybody moving in the right direction. Then they have this Bases Loaded Edition card manifest that's essentially just giving you the breakdown of everything that is in this box, which is interesting. Discontinued card list not included. Well, that's unfortunate. It'd be cool to have like some of these cards up here. Okay, well, that just, it's like a thirst trap there. Here is if you don't get the neoprene mats, this is what you get. And there are ways to play this game 4-player. It's meant to truly be a head-to-head deck builder, 2-person deck builder, but there is also a solo option. So I only have 2 mats because I can't foresee myself playing this with 4 people, but if I wanted to, then I could get out these double-sided mats, which are here for if you are right-handed or left-handed. Just think that's a fun little addition there. All right, and then right here we have basically a whole lot of cards. You'll notice that there is plenty of space in here. This is simply score counters here. You see they flip over, run counters, games won counters, whether you're home or away. Put it on your pennant there. What they've done here is created enough room for you to not only sleeve your cards, but there is room for expansion content. So they are planning more Baseball Highlights 2045 and they're saying, you know what, this is the last box you're ever going to need, and I'm just, well, we'll lift that out in the end because it's very heavily loaded right here. These are going to be your pawns. You're going to share these between both sides. Now they did have one of the deluxe add-ons you could have picked up, which I might consider picking up, pick it up, was little runner meeples in place of these. I waffled on that because these are still perfectly nice. They're wooden, they're painted. there are 3 different colors based on whether you are slow speed, average speed, or fast speed. So that's how quickly your pawns are going to make it around the bases. So that's how you keep track of them. But this isn't like red team, white team, blue team, or anything like that. So probably keep those up there. Probably keep this in there too, just to keep everything dry. But like I said, plenty of room here for expansion content. So this is, well, here is the promo pack. We'll take a look at that here in a second. This is going to be the dividers that come in the bases loaded box, which is just a nice touch. Help keep your game organized. So starter team, San Francisco, Boston, New York. Now these may be the ones that you can't even get your hands on. Maybe not. Oh yeah, because I didn't see the ones. Anyways, free agents, coaches, expansion. Seems like everything's here. Promos and extras. I don't know where the base game content goes, but anyways, there's those. Perfect. All right, so this is let's try and find here starter teams V1 Los Angeles 60 card free agent deck. All right, I guess this is what we start with. Expansions 1 through 5. Starter teams V5 through 8. Starter teams 9. And then what's this? Expansions 6 through 10. Okay, so I think this should have what we need here to explain the game. So we're going to open up this one. Probably not going to open up every single bit of cards here, but I wanted to see, I wanted everybody to see. I like how they labeled those too, how everything works here. So let's see here if I can just rookie, veteran, rookie, veteran, rookie, veteran. Okay, yeah. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Yep. So your starting deck is not just 10 cards or 12 cards like a traditional one. It's 15 cards, and it's always going to be 15 cards. So anytime you add a free agent card to your lineup, you are going to choose a card to discard. Hopefully it's a rookie, not a veteran, but you do get to choose. So let's actually move this out of the way here so we can give you an example of what would happen on your turn. So on your turn, you're going to draw, is it 5 or 6? I don't know. Well, let's just say it's 5. Actually, it might be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these guys are all very simple, but I don't want to shuffle them just in case I want to show off the starter scenario. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. We'll just do that. So the rest of these would be face down in your lineup. I'm going to leave them face up so I don't get them all mixed up. So instead of you playing out your hand in this deck builder, you're only going to play a single card down, and then your opponent is going to play a card down against you. You're going to play out your hand, and that's going to be a mini game. And we'll see here, you know, games 1 will be listed over here. So if, for example, I would want to start off with, yeah, I probably wouldn't want to start off with one of these guys. Here, maybe we just start off with this guy here. So he's telling you some things here. His purchasing power is up here. So this is how much he's going to be able to purchase from that free agent deck once you're done with your mini game. He doesn't have any special flavor text here. And here he basically, since he's a rookie, he's a starting card, he's really only threatening a single for the entire game. That's all he's good for. One single, he's got to bat, you know, 1 for 4 for the game, get a single. He's got an average run speed, which basically means he's just going to, you know, simply advance along as normal. If he's on second though, and it's a hit, he'll get, the average runners can get home. So you would take a single blue pawn and put it here on home plate. Then your opponent is going to play a card. Well, maybe they have this one. Obviously not this one because they would have a different team. This is San Francisco and that's Los Angeles. But they would play this one down opposite me. But this special text here says glove, cancel 1 hit. All right. So they have essentially canceled the hit on my rookie. My rookie had the potential to hit 1 single. Well, they've said, no, sir. No. We've got some golden glove defense out here. We're going to cancel that 1 hit. So your pawn, before he even makes it out of to first base, is removed. And this rookie has essentially been dealt with. Well, now this rookie over here, my opponent, also is threatening a single with an average runner speed. So he would put a blue runner down on his spot. Well, then maybe I would play, say, this one. So this is where it gets a little tricky here. I can order these back again. I would play this card down. I've got nothing to stop him. So after I've played my card down and realize that there's no text here, I allow his base runner to advance. He only gets 1 single. He put 1 base runner down. He advanced it to first. He's good. Comes back to me. I also am threatening a single with average runner. Boom. I put my player down, and then we move. And say the next person here says, maybe he plays this one, and he's threatening a double. All right. Well, he doesn't have anything that's stopping my guy, so my guy gets to advance. He's threatening a double, but it's still just a single hit, so he still puts a single runner there. It's a slow runner, though. I don't know how a slow runner legs out a double, but I guess he does. He puts a single runner there, and remember, we still have a guy here on first. Comes back to me, and I'm going to choose this one here. And this one says pick off, remove 1 base runner. So this is my special text. He's got 1 base runner here, so I'm actually going to get to remove that base runner, put it back over here in the runner stash. Now, I don't get to cancel that hit, so he's still going to get his double. His guy's going to go boop, boop. He's going to be slow, which means if there's a hit, he's only making it to third. But there you go. And so you can see how this kind of back and forth, very head-to-head situation works, where you're going to play out a round where you play through all the cards in your hand, trying to get as many people running around and score while stopping the other player from scoring. Cards that have this like pinch hit symbol here means you could either take a player that you chose to put on deck and kind of set off to the side, or you could draw the top card from your lineup to replace this player. There's just lots of options. But all that being said here, I'm going to set these off to the side for a minute, is that after you're done, you would then take, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These were your cards here. I would have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 purchasing power. So everybody that I have played and put into this in play situation, if I pinch hit for somebody, that person's gone. They're no longer of use to me. They go into the dugout. They're done for the day. Is to get to these guys. So as you are playing the game, you are literally bringing new people in. And you can see that these guys have a lot cooler stuff down here. So this is the cost up here is going to be how much it costs to purchase them. And then they provide purchasing power. Here you can see the D just says that's a defensive ability versus an offensive ability here. These guys start hitting for more and more. Let's find a guy here. So I passed them all. Like this guy, if you cannot cancel this guy, all right, he puts 1 player up there. If you can't cancel his hit, he's hitting an automatic home run, and everybody on base, he's pushing around. Who else we got here? Like these guys who are threatening 2 hits during the game, you would place down 2 pawns, and you always advance from left to right. So the first pawn would go a single, well, the second pawn would go double, which means you'd push that other one around to third, and then you'd have a guy on second. So hopefully that makes sense. Here you can start seeing some of the cyborgs come in. This guy is a natural. Then we have cyborgs here. They have the robot arms, and then we'll get into the just straight robots, not human at all. So that is it in a nutshell. The last thing I wanted to do, I'm not going to show off every single card because a lot of them are just very similar to this. And I think that would just get old after a while, is just to show off what the newest expansion is for baseball highlights. So we're just going to kind of go through these cards here and let you take a look. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. No storage solution needed for this one. They give you a nice tray. They give you dividers. You're good to go. We probably will be doing a playthrough of this on the channel, or a how to play version at least. Probably showing off the solo mode. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great day.